I'm here with David Karwacki, who's the head of the Saskatchewan Liberal Party. One of the themes of this party, and we've heard it in the speeches this evening, was sort of growth of the party and renewal of the party, specifically out west. Now, Saskatchewan has two Liberal MPs. Prior to this past election, they had one. And as you well know, it's tough being the leader of the Liberals on the provincial level as well. So what sort of steps do you think that the party needs to do to grow the brand and grow the party in those areas where historically we haven't done as well?
Well, first of all, I think we have a tremendous opportunity in Western Canada because Western Canadians are not happy with where Stephen Harper has gone. They're not happy about the war. They're not happy about the wheat board. They're not happy about childcare. You keep going down the list. They're not happy about equalization. They're not happy about income trust. So the ground or the soil is fertile, if you will, in Western Canada. I really believe, though, and it's something I spoke about today here at the convention, that Western Canadians are looking for Liberals to inject personal responsibility back into public policy. So that we in fact build personal responsibility in individuals. I kind of say accountability is when everyone's looking, personal responsibility is when no one's looking, and that's really what Western Canadians are looking for. We don't buy into entitlement, we don't buy into special status. We really want a charter of responsibilities that flows from the Charter of Rights. So the Liberal Party is a party of the Charter of Rights. I mean, we are children of the Charter. But from those rights, in my view, flow some personal responsibility. And I think that's where what Liberals need to explore to capture Western Canada.
Now, what sort of things do you think should be in a Charter of Responsibilities? Like, what sort of commitments do we have to make in such a document or such a policy?
Well, I think just everywhere we can to build personal responsibility in people. So, we always, and I have many young people, for instance, talking to me about tuition and complaining about tuition, but we can't get young people to vote, and we need to somehow inspire them to vote. One thing that I think we should look at is having a mandated vote, similar to a census. That's one idea. I think Liberals need to debate this. If you look at the issue of education, a real struggle that we have in the province of Saskatchewan is to get children to school. So in our cities, and particularly in the inner cities in Saskatoon and Regina, we have thousands of kids that don't go to school, young kids. And so I've suggested tying truancy to social assistance, where we don't need to be punitive. I mean, this is not about taking people's social assistance away. This is about incenting people that are on social assistance, and oftentimes they're young mothers that are on social assistance, giving them a little bit more money. But the catch is you got to get your kid to school. These are called conditional cash transfers, and they've worked in many third world nations in South America. The OECD, in fact, calls them the silver bullet to breaking the back of poverty. And so I would say that that's what Western Canadians are looking for, whether it be in health care, whether it be in justice, whether it be, I think just right across the piece, people want to see personal responsibility back in public policy.
Now, one of the cool things about a Liberal leadership race is that you increase the size of the party dramatically, especially in those areas where historically it isn't as developed, because you can get delegates easier that way. But how do we keep those people, or how does the party keep those people and turn it into sort of lifelong Liberals rather than 8-month-long Liberals?
Well, I really think this helps. A convention like this helps for the people that came. It gets people so revved up they want to go back and keep working for the Liberal Party. So I'm not a fan of one member, one vote. But I think that as we move forward, we need to inspire people with policy. We need leadership, like you saw here tonight. There were 4 great speeches, 4 great leaders up there, and we need that strong leadership. And then really at the grassroots level, the Liberal Party needs to reconnect. I would say that, at one point in time, the Liberal Party, oftentimes you'd go out and you'd talk about policy, and then you would possibly get some companies to give you some money, and then you'd go to the polls and take this to the Canadian people. Now, given the new funding formula, it's absolutely critical that we connect with Canadians, that we go right into their homes, that we sit down at their kitchen tables and we talk about what they think, because that's the way you fund political parties now. So for leaders of political parties, that is just what needs to happen. It's what we need to do, and it's how we need to connect. And it needs to be the number one priority coming out of this convention, is keeping all the people that are revved up and juiced up about our party, keeping them engaged.
All right, and so do you think a lot of this will also translate more to the provincial level, where you have a lot of work to do as well?
Oh, no question. This helps us immensely in the province. In Saskatchewan, we're one party, both federally and provincially together, and I believe that this is a big boost for us provincially as a party. It gets all the workers just revved, ready to go, and I think it really gives people a sense that the Liberal Party has some momentum, and we see just that the provinces of Saskatchewan and Alberta aren't just blanketed with Conservatives. There really are a lot of Liberals out there, but they want something to believe in.
And I guess the final question is that obviously as a prominent member of the Saskatchewan Liberal Party and a prominent Saskatchewan Liberal here at a federal convention, I guess the million-dollar question is, have you ever thought about running federally and sort of taking that to the next level as well?
No, a lot of people have asked me to run federally, and I just have, that's just not where I'm at. I'm very interested in provincial politics, in the issues that we face in Saskatchewan provincially. I believe as Premier, that's the place I could make the biggest difference. And certainly the biggest factor in that is my family. I have a family of a wife and 4 young children that are 14, 12, 10, and 8, and they're of an age where I just don't want to be living in Ottawa. I want to, I made my life in Saskatchewan. I've traveled around a little bit, and my wife Lori and I decided that that's where we wanted to be. We wanted to live in Saskatchewan. That's where our children want to grow up, and so that's really why I put my name forward for public life at a provincial level.
Well, thanks a lot, and best of luck.
Thank you very much. Great. Thank you.